Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and I hope everyone's going to have an absolutely awesome day today. Right, yesterday's haul was flowers. Now I must tell you that when I was making my goodies, I got another haul from the same seller, and it's gnomes, so I'm going to share that haul with you tomorrow. So while I was sort of like making my cards, I thought I'm only going to part finish this card, and I've left a space in the middle of it so I can add a gnome to it when I do my creations for that on Friday. And before I forget, it's Wednesday, and that is Snap Click Supply Dollar Day. So if you enjoy the Echo Park digital site, which is Snap Click Supply, you'll find what they've got on offer for $1 today, and that's usually when I go shopping. I get all, you know, background papers, bits of ephemera that I can print out, and I have used Snap Click Supply today, and it is Basic Greys out of print. That's what the name of the pack is called. So what you're seeing today is Snap Click Supply. Right, what did I use? I used the little stitch daisies because if you remember, I said that it looked very mixed media. And so what I actually did with that, and I'll show that now before I forget, was I kept one back from the little cards that I did. There you go. And I just went around it with some black outline, did some crisscrossing on there with some gel pen so that you can see, you know, it's going to look really lovely on stenciled backgrounds or with a little girl stamp or something, and she can be holding that flower. So I really do like that set. And next up, I use the sort of like hearts dandelion, I suppose you would call them. And you can see there's little bits of stitching that emboss there, and little hearts will cut out, so you can use that confetti too if you want to. So I have used that one. You can see I've still got a heart left in there. I have used the poppy flower one. Now, because I am doing the haul tomorrow and it's all gnomes, I'm going to be using more flowers because it's the same seller. So what you're not seeing today, you'll probably get to see it on Friday. So I've used 3 sets of flowers, and I've used the flourish twice. So that is what I've done. And I'll show you my odd cards first because, as I say, I wanted to leave a gap for one of the gnomes. So here's my first card, and that's the background paper there called Out of Print by Basic Grey. I've used the flourish and done them in a sort of like cool grey which has got a tint of blue in it, and that's a Touch New marker, and these are coloured with markers, and the background's just left white. But you know, there should have been a 5th one, but I decided to mix media it up. But you can hopefully kind of like see what I mean by that. So I do love multi-use things, so that's why I really like this flower set, and I apologise if that's blurred. There you go. Just really, really cute. Love them. You can do them in foil, pop them on tags, you can do whatever you want. This is 6x4 that I've got this on, and my other card is also a 6x4. So this is the area where I'm hoping to put one of those gnomes that I'll share with you tomorrow. Right, so that is my first one. My second card, I've used the flourishes again, the poppy and the hearts, and pop them all on there together. Once again, all coloured in with my Touch New markers, and I've kind of you know, sort of tried to stay as true to the website as possible, you know, except for maybe a couple of shades deeper or lighter or something. But I really love that. Look at that poppy flower. Just coloured in with markers, or just use your own, you know, colour cardstock to do it. And I think that one is an orchid because of the way that little bud sort of like comes up there. And if I get close there, oh, my camera's really playing up. Let me get my hand in. I'm hoping that you can see, there we go, the stitching detail around those hearts. And as I said, you get all the little bits of confetti that come out, so you could actually dot those about. But the idea behind using the flourish here was I wanted it to look like there was more foliage than there actually is, so that's in the background of that. Very useful die. I mean, if you cut that 2 or 3 times in the heavyweight cardstock from Amazon and glue it down, and then you use your gesso and a little bit of watercolour wash, your cardstock or your canvas is going to look embossed. So really, really love that one. And the way that I used it on here was kind of like, I don't know, I suppose I was thinking about clouds and sky. So, you know, changing the colour of anything can sort of like suggest anything sort of thing. But as I say, you know, those Nomis, they arrived, and I'm going to share the haul with you tomorrow, and then I'll do the makes on Friday. Right, so that is what I've got for you today, and I'm going to measure them made up. So on the tallest stem with that flower, obviously you can chop your stems down to wherever you want, but I'm going to say that's 4 1/4 inches high when fully made up. And I have used, you know, my own artistic license in where I spread them out and where I put the leaves. So that's entirely up to you, but it will kind of like sit on a 4 1/4 inch tag or card, or just chop the stems down, put them in a little vase die or something like that, and make them shorter. Now the poppy is made as per the website. I'm going to go across there, and that is 2 inches. And then the height of the poppy, let's have a look there, 3 1/8. And then I can see where the stem comes down on the tallest of those heart-shaped flowers there. And I'm going to say it's 5 1/2 inches. So that's the kind of size of the cards you're going to be able to fill up using that one. And of course, as with everything, you can always chop the stems down. Now this would be really, really lovely. Even if you took this bit away, you could see yourself using 6 of those. Do you know what I mean? And they would look really, really nice on a card for Remembrance Sunday, because it is a poppy. And if you want to get even more detailed, you can use little black beads to give yourself some dimension, because you've got those little holes there that it can go into. And I'm not sure, but I think on the website this little section here is red and then outlined in black, but I just did the whole thing in black. And then I noticed afterwards you can still see my little white bits, so you know, I'm likely to go in there with my tiny little black beads, you know, those little I can't remember the name of them, oh, but they are teeny like this. But I've got some black ones. Tiny little micro beads, that's what they're called. I don't know, my brain goes all over the place sometimes. But that's the clear version, but I've got the black version as well. And they would look lovely on there just to give that extra little special bit. Right, so that is what I've got for you today. 2 flowery cards and one with a gap in the middle, which I'm going to fill up on Friday. And I don't know, if I can add anything else to this one from the new haul I'll share tomorrow, then I'll do that as well. But I thank you so much for watching. I do hope you have an absolutely awesome day. Don't forget to snap, click, supply. And as usual, all links below. Bye.